4 journals, 4 weeks. Was it worth it? Today I'm going to take you through all 4 journals and just talk about if it was worth it. This first one is with Kathy at Raven Vintage. And yeah, it's made in a style that was demonstrated by Natasha at Treasure Books. I'll link below to everything. Over the last 4 weeks, I've been crafting in 4 different journals, and this project ended up asking a lot more of me than a normal month ever would. For example, this journal, I watch Kathy's video every morning and try to stay caught up. I'm going to take you, as I said, through all 4 journals and a flip through, but I also want to share the candid thoughts that I've had while doing this, because there were really some lovely benefits to being that immersed, but also some very real costs, because even good stuff costs, right? And I'm not talking monetary things. I learned a lot about my own process, my energy level, my preferences, and even the way different journals seem to develop their own personalities over time. So by the end of this video, I want to answer the question I kept asking myself through this whole time. Was 4 journals in 4 weeks actually worth it? What am I noticing? What's the greatest, the biggest surprise? It's when I let go of perfection and I don't care so much about the end product, I have much more fun. Yep. The Easter journal, which you're going to see at the end of this video, showed me that with the most obvious experience. I used things in that journal I wouldn't normally have used, and then I added things, stickers and everything, with great abandon, and it felt good. This journal here is an idea book, or it will be an idea book, and it will have 5 signatures. I'm on the 3rd one now. I complete 1 signature at a time, which is 20 items in Kathy at Raven Vintage, her plan on using up scraps. She has 100 ways to use up scraps, and we're in the 5th week. And each signature holds 20 of the items, leaving some pages empty so I can add things. Here, I showed you the point where it connects 1 to 2. And again, this is Natasha's idea at Treasure Books. I'll link below in the description to everything. So I do this in the morning when I wake up. It made me realize that I know I don't sleep that much, sadly. It's an age and stage thing, but I feel good if I've accomplished something. So if I'm awake during the night, or I am awake too early, I usually wake about 4 a.m., 4:30, which is silly, but yeah. I follow along with Kathy's video for the day, and I need to learn to listen better. This idea here, what you see me doing now, it's like a journaling card that's tucked into a pocket with a tag. That was new to me. So there are items that in her program of 100 ways to use scraps that are new to me. There's some that are reminders. This is another new one that you're seeing me do now. But learning something new, it feels very rewarding, especially in the middle of the night when my husband is fast asleep, or he's not here. But more about that later. The thing that I realized over these last 4 weeks, the most meaningful thing that I realized was the connection is what's happened. Connection, even though this is an online forum, and it might surprise you, because obviously most of us have not met in person. And yet human connection is possible in the online junk journaling world. For example, with these daily videos, those that make comments, I'm noticing that they'll come back and it's almost like a conversation that happens in the comments, both with the creator who creates the video, but also the participants. So there's great benefit in doing a challenge that has other people participating over a long period of time. Look at this little butterfly. This was new to me, a pop-up element. In fact, my grandson, when he noticed this, who is not crafty oriented at all, he noticed the pop-up butterfly and he said, "Oh, that's so cool." So I may teach him how to do that at some point. And now, on to the next. I have not attached it yet. I will when I'm finished. And this next set of items that we're doing is collaging, a lot of collaging. Kathy has given us a template for cutting up a 8.5 by 11 collage, and that I would suggest to this point is the most interesting thing about the whole collaging experience. Because, this journaling card has a photo of my dad when he was 10 and his mother as they were about to get on a ship and come to Canada. All right, so here's the template of how to cut apart a collage to get different pieces. And this has been very helpful. It's a free downloadable from Kathy at Raven Vintage. So it's gotten me using up all the scraps from the different projects I've been doing in these 4 weeks. 4 different sets of papers, actually many more. The envelope journal has many creators. I'll put a list of all the creators from that on the screen when you see that journal. But I now have different collages done quickly and a way that makes sense to cut them up. This one here is from Be Happy Stationery, her vintage Roses Shabby Chic set of papers. And I have 2 more signatures after to complete the project by the end of April. So even though this journal is not complete, it is caught up. I did this morning's, and I'm recording this on Monday. It'll be all 5 of them connected when I'm done. And here is the schedule. They'll all go together in that. The next journal that you're going to see is from Be Happy Stationery, and it's her no, I'm sorry, it's not. This is this is going to be the whole series of creators. You can see who's all given pieces of digitals. And this is an envelope journal that started with 7 envelopes. And they were sewn together with a 5-hole pamphlet stitch. That was my first time doing it. And then I added envelopes. And in every envelope is an envelope. Yes, I went overboard. And then I'll also show you what else is in the envelope that's in an envelope. So that's a tag that's an envelope, and I've got a little piece of collaged tag in there. All right, so my word for 2026 is with, meaning I'm choosing to do things with people. This probably had the most people connected, a bunch of creators and a bunch of people making videos about the item. And this one is Junk Journaling with Joy, Make It March 2026. That is the hashtag that goes with it. The nice thing about doing things with people, like this kind of item, you learn from others. And learning from others is so valuable. Yes, it does take time to watch their videos. Absolutely. But it's worth it. It really is. So, what else is meaningful? Is exploring the different ways of binding the journals. Each one that I've done in the 4 weeks is different. So this one here, the envelope one, a lot of glue and even some staples. Yeah, I don't usually use staples, but I did here. And I've discovered that I really don't care for them. I did try them, and I covered up many of them. I made my own faux washi tape here with painting on masking tape. So that was fun. And it added a connection through the entire journal, even though there were many creators, digital creators. And the burlap that you see on the cover outside, I tried to put it within the journal. So again, it was a tie that went through all the envelope journals. Some of those digitals were just so sweet. And the binding, as I mentioned, is a 5-hole pamphlet stitch. I'll link below to all the different videos in this past month. I make 2 videos every week on Tuesdays and on Fridays. So this one is scheduled to come out Tuesday, the end of March 2026. And there are many items in here that were donated to our group of in-person crafters. So I took delight in adding them to this journal. This is the envelope journal, and it's Make It March 2026. And the host is Junk Journaling with Joy. And you see those 2 collages? That's from the extra papers. Now this is the Vintage Roses Shappy Chic. And it is uniquely bound just by tying it in. Tying the signature, the one signature in. Yeah. Each page has a pocket, and the pocket is parchment. And I came up with 12 ways to use parchment paper because I dyed the blue that you see there. That's actually red cabbage water. I boiled red cabbage in water and used the water to dye the paper, and it turned blue. And the parchment is from where I let the paper sit to dry. So I used it as pockets and explored a little bit of how to make use of parchment paper as opposed to throwing it away. Use what you have, right? So what am I discovering? Well, I'm discovering 4 journals in 4 weeks that you can accomplish a lot more than you think you can. Part of the discovery of doing more is that I need to be organized and prepared. Organized and prepared. 2 keys. And part of being prepared is being organized and embracing the time of life that you're in. The season, so to speak. I don't know, maybe you're like me. Or maybe not. As some seasons are extremely busy, whether you're working outside the home, whether you're being a parent, whether you're a sandwich generation where there are many, younger and older, relying on you. Well, for me, the season that I'm in right now includes a lot of time on my own. Sure, we can all rail and be angry over whatever season we're in, and that leads to only noticing the negatives. Or We can celebrate the season. And I'm choosing to celebrate having a lot of time on my own. Why? Well, it lets me think. It allows me to craft. I'm doing a lot of learning. It also allows me to explore my creativity. And all that leads to a positive sense of well-being. So look for the positives in whatever season you're in. Yeah, I encourage you. Choose to celebrate the good stuff of whatever season you're in, because you're guaranteed it's not going to last. This too shall pass. That's a statement by one of my in-person crafting friends. Now this last journal, it's the Easter journal. It's a junk journal madness with Susan, and I totally love it. And she allowed us to choose whichever kind of binding, and I chose an accordion. In fact, it's 2 accordions, one on each side of the cover, tied together with a little bit of sari silk with a pen holder on what would be the spine, and I just bent the pen holder to hold the pen. I'm going to show you, yeah, see, that's my word for the year, with. I'm going to show you this journal, and I had the most fun with it out of all of them, because I just let my creativity soar. Whatever I was interested in, it was like, squirrel, let's go over there. This is a paper napkin with some bunting, as those in the UK call it. Yeah. Happy Easter, love. I put in all kinds of stickers. Many of them are Christian oriented, because Easter, of course, Christ resurrection. Everything grows with love, including our crafting. So this accordion journal, I used a little bit of what I learned from Kathy at Raven Vintage, her scraps. These 2 are coloring pages so there's one in the back of this part of the accordion, and there's another on the other set of accordion. Yeah, stickers. I just stuck stickers on everything, and usually I would hesitate. I'd question myself. I wouldn't choose to do it right then and there. But this journal, it didn't matter. This is for me. I'm having fun. I pulled in things from other projects, like that piece of that fabric. That fabric is from the Vintage Roses. And I used it in here because I had tea-dyed it to sort of bring down the vibrance. I used my Cricut machine to make grass. You'll have to watch that video. And you don't need a Cricut machine to make grass or die cuts to make leaves. You can cut your own out. And this is a project with paper dolls. Someone made a comment about how we used to get new dresses and how they'd be all these beautiful colors, the flowers that were displayed at Easter, and it got me thinking about paper dolls. So I created these. If you want a copy of these paper dolls and their dresses to fussy cut yourself, I'll put the link below, both of the video and where to get the paper doll digital. So the things may look like they don't belong together, but in my mind, in my heart, they do. And daffodils are my favorite flower, and only come out in the spring. So I have daffodils in there, and eggs because of Easter, of course, and books because I love books, reading, watching videos, learning. It's a joy. It's a part of the season that I'm in right now. Die cut dresses, and dresses made up of a doily. You can see that in other videos. This package is from a stamp, Canadian stamp package. My mum had it. She kept her stamps when she was still able to think and send me cards. Sadly, she's not at that stage anymore. She's gone deeper and deeper into dementia, that she doesn't know who I am. But I kept that packaging because it reminded me that she did know me at one point and would send me beautiful cards. Yeah, the most creative thing in life, according to Vincent van Gogh, is how we love people. So love those that are with you. I am very thankful for you. Thank you for joining me in this video. So, what's next? After making 4 journals in 4 weeks, I've discovered lots. And I do like having more than one project on the go. I am excited to learn more ways to use scraps. And 4 weeks, I've discovered, is a good time to do a deep dive on a topic. There's lots of more interesting things to come that I'd love to share with you. And as I mentioned, I make videos twice a week. So, answering the question now, was this work, 4 weeks worth of work, 4 journals, worth it? As you might imagine, I can candidly say, in this season of my life, and with you all to connect with, yes, it was. Thanks for joining me on this ride. Let's keep on going, discovering lots about our craft and even more about ourselves as 2026 progresses. Wishing ourselves, all of us, me and you, happy crafting. I'm Lori at Positive Thanks Living. I'll see you on Friday, April 3rd, to discover 12 more things to do with baking and parchment paper. These are the 4 journals that I've been working in. Bye for now. Take care.